Welcome back. Clearly, it's the other stocks, Motilal Oswal, ICICI Securities, all the other market infrastructure related stocks have started rallying in a synchronized manner as well. And understandably so, the market is in the middle of a furious bull run. Somebody who's seen markets for a long time is joining us to discuss the way forward. A person you wouldn't have otherwise seen very often, a reticent person. Gaurav Dua of Sharekhan is here. He's the head of capital markets at Sharekhan, of course, now a BNP Paribas company. Gaurav, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Let's start by getting your thoughts on how the mid-cap end of the market is doing, the small cap end. Look at how broking companies are getting re-rated, market infrastructure platform companies. Any thoughts on how are you addressing that pocket, because you are yourself somebody who looks at mid caps very closely? Do you see signs of euphoria, or there's genuine case for re-rating happening?
There are certain parts of the small cap market. There are those speculative stocks, momentum stocks, penny stocks, which look overheated and which could be due for a downside now, correction now. However, you still see certain segment of the market where you could see next few years of very strong growth. And even after appreciating by 2 times, 3 times in a year, we believe there is still space there for an healthy returns from here.
Fair point. I'm sure you have analyzed it yourself, and for your clients as well. A lot of inquiries must be coming what to do for Zomato IPO. There are some others also. Paytm just got cleared. Others are lined up. Policy Bazaar, Nykaa. First of all, are you a believer in these kind of stories for the long term, or are you from the camp which do not like them because of their near-term non-visibility of cash flows? Which side of the camp are you on?
So, these kind of stock, new age investment is good for a savvy investor who would understand that these kind of, players have a high growth for a long period of time, but they will have to say, burn cash in this next few years. So this is a kind of IPOs we really believe is not for very small investor or this novice investor. However, we have seen an extremely good this response for this IPO from small investors also. And this could be because it's a name which is actually known to everyone, household name. It has been this strategically priced below the 100 rupees, a price band of 72 to 76 rupees. For a lot of small investors, new to market investors, lower price is this cheaper stock, which is which is actually not right. And so lastly, all this enthusiastic response that it had got from the anchor investors, that has also excited everyone. So a lot of people are jumping into this IPO without understanding the risk.
Right. Gaurav, let's shift focus and talk about chemicals. A lot of specialty chemicals, green tech kind of companies are coming, and markets just love this area. And look at how some of these companies, Clean Science was one, there are a few others, robust margin profile. What are your thoughts on this chemical set of IPOs which are hitting the street?
If you look at the past 2 years, specialty chemicals as an industry has done extremely well. Because of the supply side issue, the product prices have gone up sharply, the spreads have increased. So a specialized chemical player or a commoditized player also, all have done well. They have shown an extremely good growth, both in terms of the top line growth as well as their profits. However, we all know that this is a cyclical industry, and you can't basically explorate, take these kind of growth and profitability for years to come. So I think the time has come where one needs to be very careful in this space. You need to stick and to only those kind of players who have some kind of specialization, uh, uh, competitive advantage, or they are operating in a very specialized place. So and try and avoid those players who are into mass kind of these products. Though right now those are also doing extremely well, but the valuations there have become extremely expensive, and they are not accounting for the risk of the downside in that cycle.
Okay, Gaurav, the kind of premium some of these companies have actually commanded, and best of the best investors have actually, invested and participated. Be it, the Clean Science one, the Chintan Tatva. How are you? Have you looked at any of these individual offerings? Any thoughts on any of those?
Yeah, we had looked at them, and we like these stocks, both these IPOs, because they are like specialized players. They are offered at a trailing PE of around 40 odd, which is not too bad, uh, given the fact that they're in a space which is extremely fast growing. So you have these kind of specialized players which are at around 40 multiples, which forward will be multiple. If you look at FY22 and it's 23, they would be at around 24 times, 25 times, which is not bad at all, which could be held on by the investors, long-term investors. However, what I was talking about was some of these players who are into mass kind of product, commodity, where they don't have the pricing power, but still they are at 30, 40 kind of this multiples.
Right. Okay. All right, Gaurav, we'll have a longer chat on specialty chemicals one of these days. Thanks very much for joining us with your take on markets and also the primary market activity. Meanwhile, the markets are not doing a whole lot, but as I just said, select pockets of the market, especially stock market related, are doing particularly well. With that, it's a wrap on the show. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.